What's up, gamers? Justin. I'm back with another Just In Gaming, and today I'll be talking about the Xbox Game of Gold for May 2021. As always, this news is taken from Xbox Wire, and to start off, from May 1st to May 31st, we have Armello. This was developed and published by League of Geeks. It originally came out on the Xbox on August 30th, 2016. League of Geeks is a group of game developers from Australia. This is their first game they've ever done. And I have to say I was pretty psyched that Armello became a free game. This has been on my Steam wish list for a while. It's been described as Game of Thrones meets Redwall. It's got a very beautiful animated art style, and you play different factions of animals. So far I've seen wolves, rats, bunnies, bears, dogs, and the king that starts out in the game is a lion, and he is being corrupted by the Rot, which is like this evil presence or whatever that's taken over his mind. And it's a digital board game, so you have like kind of like octagonal tiles, like what's that popular game? Wow, I'm completely blanking on that. We got octagon tiles that you move. My guy today, when I was playing the game, he moved 3 spaces a turn, or if you're like going over a mountain, the mountain will take up 2 spaces, and then depending on what tile you land on, so like if you're in the mountain and somebody attacks you, that's a plus to your defense because it's harder for you to hit. If you're in the forest, you are stealthed for that turn. I think there's ways for people to find you, but for just in general, just looking on the board, you're stealthed. And then you have like missions you have to do. Like it'll say, hey, they'll pop a flag up on this tile and you got to go over to that, and there'll be a quest to do, and there'll be a harder quest that has a reward, or easy quest that has a reward but not as good as a hard quest. And then I'll have a little random thing pop up, and this is your chance of succeeding on the quest or not, and depending on what you do, you get the reward or not. And then people can come into the same tile as you, and they attack you, and then it kind of switches to like almost like a fighting game looking screen, and you'll get a number of dice depending on your bonuses. You have bonuses from having a sword equipped or having a shield equipped, or if you're a wolf and you're being attacked at nighttime or you're attacking at nighttime, that gives you another dice. And then you hit a button on the joystick and all the dice go flying or get rolled, and then depending on what happens, a little animation will happen of you hitting twice and blocking twice or whatever, and depending on what happens with the fight, certain things will happen. If you quote-unquote die in the game, you respawn back at your homelands, and I think you have like 5 respawns, and then the game is just over. I'm still working on the tutorial. I played through the first part of it, which was the wolf, and then started the second part, which was the rat, but I wanted to play some Rainbow Six Siege. I have my sweet shirt on today for Rainbow Six Siege, and did not finish the tutorial. The rat's introduced, you have like gold in the game, and you have cards, and cards have certain actions. Like one of them was, you're trying to find the wolf, and so you used a card that would reveal anybody on the board, and that showed that he was in the forest, and that costs gold to play that card. I'm liking it so far. I think it's really neat, and I hope to continue to play it. I'm very ADHD when it comes to games, but I'm going to try and do this one, especially if it is really like a board game and you can do 2-player or whatnot. I haven't gotten far enough into it to really know. But like I said, I'm really happy it's there, and it's got really cool art. You know, it really makes you feel like you're watching a movie sometimes, and I'm happy. It was a good game. Our next game is going to be available May 16th, June 15th, and it's Dungeons 3. That was developed by Realm Forge Studios and published by Calypso Media. It originally came to Xbox on October 30th, 2017. Dungeons 3 is a dungeon building real-time strategy game where you build a dungeon and populate it with monsters, and then the monsters have to defend their home from invading heroes. I feel like I would enjoy this game if I had the patience and probably smarts to figure out how to design a dungeon well. I kind of feel like I'd probably be really lazy and give up on this real quick. I'm kind of hoping maybe I can get my kid into this because he plays Minecraft and Dragon Quest Builders and stuff like that, so he might enjoy the whole concept of building a dungeon all on his own. So that's pretty cool, I guess. So yeah, so I'm gonna give this the college effort and see if I can build something and get some enjoyment out of it. But I know how lazy I am, and I know how many games I regularly play that require my attention, like Fortnite and Rocket League. Like if it has a battle pass, I'm more than likely playing it, so that takes up a lot of my time. But I am intrigued by it, and I thought it was a pretty good pick, so I'm happy with that. Now on the 360 side of the month of May, our first game is Lego Batman, the video game, developed by Traveler's Tales and published by Warner Brothers. This originally came out September 23rd, 2008. And I did not write down the dates. I believe this is May 1st to May 31st. I don't have much to say about this. I don't really like Lego games. I watch my son play them sometimes, and he seems to get a kick out of them. And I think that's basically what it is. If you like Legos or have a kid that likes Legos, and do you like Batman? I mean, like, I don't really know where to go with this. I mean, I think they're well done games. I just hate that they always have this element of like, oh, break this piece down to make this machine to get through this level, and like, to me sometimes it's not very obvious, so I'm just like, why am I wasting my time with these games? But I know there's a group of people out, another kids like it, and then other people that like Legos out there, so I understand. And I mean, anything Batman's cool, so you know, I'm not hating on the pick, it's just not personally for me. Lastly, we have Tropico 4, which was developed by Haemonite Games and published by Calypso Media. And if you haven't noticed that yet, that's 2 games from Calypso Media this month. Throw that back with Wolves of Midgard from last month, and they are really working with Calypso Media a lot. I mean, all the games seem to be decent so far. They're not as well known, I don't think, at least not in America, but nothing seemed bad so far. Tropico 4 is a city builder political game where you play a dictator in charge of a tropical island. Build up your island, deal with weather, attract tourists, negotiate with political superpowers. If this is your type of game, city builders and whatnot, this looks good. It originally came out August 30th, 2011. I don't know if I said that or not. So the graphics are a little dated, but other than that, I mean, it's the 4th one in the series. And from my 2-minute review online, it seems like people like it better than the 5th installment, so I'm sure it's a good pick. So if you're keeping track now, for this month, that's been a digital board game, a dungeon builder, and a city builder. So they definitely are going with a theme for May. I think another thing might be is try to do something a little bit different than Game Pass. So maybe you feel like you're already getting tons of value out of Game Pass, but you know, now you're getting some different games that you don't find on Game Pass to make Games of Gold stand out a little better. So I'm psyched for Armello. I'm definitely going to give Dungeons 3 a try. Probably won't touch Tropico because of just, I don't like the graphics and don't really like this type of games. And I'm sure my son will be thrilled with Lego Batman, and I will watch him all day play that, but I will not touch that unless he really needs a second player for parts of it. So, excuse me. That's it for this month. If you would like to discuss games with me, I control a Facebook group for the public library that I work for. It's the name of the group is called HPPL Games Together. You can request to be a member of that, or just message me and I'll add you as a member and we can talk some games. I have a YouTube channel that this is on, so you should know that, youtube.com/fiend28, and I also do Twitch. I've been very slack on that lately because I'm trying to catch up on sleep, but I will do Twitch sometimes too to preview some of these games and kind of give a layman's quick little review of them. So check that out if you can, and other than that, have a good day. Thanks, bye.